gonna dash in, get the cripple, and we're able to clean up the Susano. We get a shot onto Discordia. We're able to avoid her damage. We're going to walk into the Janus line so we get increased attack speed. Now we're going to focus Cthulhu. We have 10% penetration and we also have Kinsight. We're able to get the pick onto Cthulhu. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Shawnee B Gaming, and today we're doing a skin showcase for the Sacred Arrow Rama skin and carry. If you are new to the channel, I upload every single day. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. If you are a returning viewer, Rama is one of the top picks as a carry in the meta right now. He's very strong. This is a very weird game because our jungler DCs comes back and we end up losing lane to this Hachiman. I remember thinking to myself, oh no, this Hachiman's better than me. How are we going to play this? Even though we are down in levels at one point in this game, we still make some impactful plays. So let's go ahead and jump into Rama's kit. Rama's 1, Astral Strike. Rama switches to a more powerful arrow that pierces and slows enemies. This ability consumes one of Rama's astral arrows and deals bonus damage with every shot. Damage from this ability is reduced to 75% for each enemy hit after the first. Rama cannot toggle this ability if he has no astral arrows. The slow can be stacked up to 3 times. It's going to be a 10% slow that can stack up to 30%. The time slowed is 1.5 seconds. Rama's 2, Infinite Arrows. Rama focuses his mind and gains increased attack speed. While this buff is active, every third successful hit on an enemy god will immediately generate an astral arrow. The attack speed is going to be 30% at level 1 and 50% at level 5. Rama's 3, Rolling Assault. Rama performs a roll in the direction he is currently traveling. After performing a dodge roll, for 5 seconds, Rama's next basic attack will consume an astral arrow that cripples the target and deals bonus damage. Rama incurs no movement speed penalty during this shot. The cripple duration is 1 second at level 1, 2 seconds at level 5. Rama's ultimate, Astral Barrage. Rama launches into the air and shoots 3 powerful arrows at the ground, each successful shot increasing in damage. The first shot is 70%, the second shot is 85%, and the third shot is 100%, and decreasing in AoE size. The first shot is 15, the second shot is 10, the third shot is 7.5. Every time Rama generates or picks up an astral arrow, the cooldown of this ability is reduced by 0.4 seconds. And finally, Rama's passive, Astral Quiver. Rama's Astral Quiver generates an astral arrow every 12 seconds. Each basic attack hit reduces the time to generate an astral arrow by 2 seconds. The first time a fired astral arrow hits an enemy, it has a chance to drop to the ground. Picking up an astral arrow restores 10 mana. The drop chance is 30% plus 1% per level, so it's going to be 31% at level 1 and 50% at level 5. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1 we want to put a point into our 1, level 2 we want to put a point into our 3, level 3 we want to put a point into our 2, then we want to put another point into our 1, level 5 put a point into our ult, max out our ultimate whenever we can, max out our 1, max out our 2, then max out our 3. At level 3, you could also put a second point into the 1, and then level 4, put a point into the 2. Kind of just depends on if you want to be super aggressive with your 1, or if you want the attack speed. This game, I chose the attack speed, but I've also chosen to just double down on the damage on my 1 before, and I find both work pretty well. Level 2, you want to put a point into your 3, that way you have an escape. The jungler might rotate on you, or you might just be losing lane. Taking a look at compositions, every person on the enemy team has some form of dash that we can cripple with our 3. We're going to go ahead and start working on the enemy purple buff. Since we're able to get a pick onto Cthulhu, we're able to establish some pressure and get this purple. Artio plays that really well, walks between Hachiman and the camp so Hachiman can't steal it. We're going to go ahead and shoot our 1 through all the minions. Then we're going to fall back and hit our purple buff. We left Fountain with Hunter's Blessing, the tier 1 of Devourer's Gauntlets, 3 health potions, and a mana potion. The Hunter's Blessing is giving us a decent amount of MP5, so we are regenerating some MP5. Or we are regenerating some mana, I should say. This Hachiman is holding wave, which is pretty darn annoying. He also does a really good job of tagging me and the minion wave with this too. He dashes on me, we're going to dash out. We hit him with our 3-shot. He hits us with this too. With RDO here, we definitely feel a little bit safer. We're going to go ahead and finish up the minion wave, pick up some of the Astral arrows. So that's going to add 3 arrows to our quiver. The magic number that we're looking for is 1700 gold. And there goes our jungler. Didn't even make it to level 5 before he lagged out. Super unfortunate. So now we gotta be pretty careful. Their jungler is gonna be showing up in our lane, but the enemy, or our jungler, is not gonna have the chance to show up in our lane.
Be careful, right?
When he gets back, he's just gonna have to farm up. Right now we're trying to stand where he can't tag us and the minion wave. He uses his ultimate, we're going to dash away. We probably dashed a little too early, we used our Aegis. He tags us with his stun. We're wiggling out, we're looking at the mini-map, he's going behind, so we're going to start moving up on the map. He goes back to the lane, we're going to go ahead and amp back ourselves. Oh, I'm glad that Susanna did not see us. We're going to go ahead and pick up Devourer's Gauntlets so we can start stacking it. We're going to buy 3 health potions and a mana potion. This should be the last time we buy a mana potion. Unfortunately, I think we continue to buy some. Try to let our team know that Hachiman is missing.
Been slain.
We're going to go ahead and clear this wave. Make sure that the enemy minion wave clears at least a minion on our side, so that way if the Hachiman does make it back to clear up that minion wave, he's not getting the full XP for the minions. Susanna's here. We're going to tag him with some abilities. It's pretty low on mana, so we should be able to clean this up. Unfortunately, we missed our cripple shot, but we're able to clean up the Susanna, and there goes our jungler again. We're going to go ahead and work on this purple buff with our RDO. I have a feeling Hachiman's just holding wave. Yep, which is super annoying. So we missed out on 3 minions. Nope. Yeah, we missed out on probably half a wave there. We're going to go ahead, activator 1, activator 2, get the increased attack speed. We get stunned, we're going to roll back. Right now we are not super deep into our build, so we don't want to be too aggressive. Cthulhu's here, so we're going to start running away. He activates his 2, we're going to roll out of it.
On my way.
Because the Hachiman has been holding wave, he does have a level on us. He uses his ultimate. We're going to roll as soon as the shot goes off. We're able to tag him with our 3, and he also takes a tower shot. We're going to pop a health potion, and we got to play this pretty passively because we have a low amount of health. Right here, we are very pokeable. We are going to use this tower to our advantage so he cannot shoot us. We're going to shoot through the tower. Anything he shoots is going to hit our tower. We're going to roll out of the Susanna ultimate. We're going to go ahead and jump into the air. We miss our first shot, we hit our second. We miss our second shot, we hit our third shot onto the Hachimon. If we would have just focused the Hachimon, we absolutely would have gotten a pick right there. You know, assuming we hit a shot or two. Now that he's weak, I don't think he's really going to try to push us, so we should be able to clear this wave. We're going to activate our 1, then our 2 to get the increased attack speed and shoot through all the minions.
Be right back.
We need 1550 for the attack speed boots. Since Hachimon backed and Susanoo is pretty weak, I'm betting that we could probably just step up here while we're weak and clear this wave.
On my way.
If you are fighting wave v wave and then against the enemy carry, you want to shoot through the minions and target the enemy carry. It's more effective to poke out the carry than it is to clear the wave with your 1. So you definitely want to do damage to the wave, but the same way that Hachimon is hitting us and the minion wave with his 2, we want to hit the enemy Hachimon and the minion wave with our 1. We missed a melee minion. We're shooting through the wave, getting some poke onto the Hachimon. We're going to roll up, get some good damage, land a few shots. Now that he's under tower, we're going to focus on clearing the wave.
On my way.
Bit of a team fight going on around our red. We're thinking about rotating over.
Your left tower is under attack.
The Susanoo's pretty weak. We could probably ult him and get the pick onto him. We're going to roll in, use our ultimate, and we're able to get the pick onto the Susanoo using our ultimate. So the first shot on Rama's ultimate is the largest but does the least amount of damage, and the final shot is the strongest and has the smallest radius. We're going to go ahead and pick up our arrows, kind of follow this Hachimon. We're going to step up the wave, clear the wave with our 1. And here's where we take a lot more damage than we need to. We do have the minions to body block for us. Hachimon uses his ultimate. We're in a little bit of trouble. We roll very late there. We use our Aegis, but we are probably going down right here. Unfortunate. So what we did wrong there was we just focused the minion wave, and Hachimon was able to come in through jungle and poke us with our back towards him. He landed his 2, then his 3, got the stun on us, got us below half health, and then we were in trouble from that point on. Even though this set has been gone for probably 5 minutes, he's only 1 level behind the enemy jungler. So we went into Devos Gauntlets. Devos Gauntlets is going to provide us 30 power and 15% physical lifesteal. It has a passive that allows us to stack. Every time we get a final hit on a minion, we're going to get a stack. Anytime we get a pick on an enemy god, we're going to get 5 stacks. There are 70 stacks total, and each stack is going to give us 0.5 power and 0.2% lifesteal. So whenever we have this item fully stacked, it's going to provide us 65 physical power and 29% lifesteal. Then we went into the attack speed boost. We're going to apply a little bit of pressure right here. We could probably ult this Cthulhu. We're able to get the pick onto the Cthulhu. We're going to go ahead and clean up our wave, rotate back to our purple buff.
On my way.
So even though we are down in level, we are still finding ways to get involved in team fights. I feel like Hachimon's playing the lane better, but we are playing the rotating out of lane a little bit better. We get some okay damage on the Hachimon. We're going to activate our 2, activate our 1, he dashes in, gets the stun on us. He uses his ultimate, we dash a little too soon. We're We're running for our life. Looks like we actually get out right here. Very nice, I was not expecting that. After going into attack speed boots, we're going to be going into Odysseus Bow. Odysseus Bow is going to provide us 40% attack speed. It has a passive that every 4th basic attack triggers a chain lightning, damaging the target up to 4 nearby enemies for 15 damage plus 60% of your basic attack power. So we have kind of AoE shots from our 1, and now we're kind of getting AoE shots from Oboe.
Enemy missing middle. Be careful left. Be careful left.
We just take way too many shots before landing any on him, so we're going to go ahead and fall back. We pop a health potion. We see Cthulhu kind of nearby in our jungle, so we're just going to go back to lane, play it safe.
Enemy missing right.
Ultimate is ready. Retreat, middle lane.
Hachiman didn't hold wave. We get to just clear the wave now.
Be careful right.
Enemies incoming right.
He misses his stun. We're going to go ahead and fall back. He definitely won that trade. He does have 2 levels on us, so that does make it a little bit more in his favor. Cthulhu's here. We're going to dash away. Discordia's here.
I'm the best.
That is unfortunate. I'm not sure if they called it out or if we just missed the call out. But that was a 3-man gank. Not too much we can do in that situation. Instead of rolling out of the Cthulhu 2, we probably could have used our ultimate. That might have bought us some more time. Rama's ultimate provides CC immunity, so if you are standing within a Cupid ult about to get stunned, you can activate your ult and then your CC immune and fly into the sky. It is also really good for trying to buy yourself a little bit of time for your 3 to come off cooldown.
Your right tower is under attack.
Enemy missing right.
So our first death, we just lost the 1v1. Second death, we kind of got ganked by 3 people. We always want to roll out of fountain and then roll up lane whenever we can. You know, to get to the towers, not necessarily in between your tower and the enemy tower.
A pity.
We think the Hachiman back, so we're going to go ahead and activate her 2. Get the increased attack speed, get some pokes on the tower. Hachiman is back. He has 2 levels on us still. Any fight with him is probably not a good fight for us, so we need to be very careful on how we play these engagements.
Careful right.
We're just going to pick up our arrow and fall back.
Enemies incoming right.
The Susano is on our red buff. We're going to try to apply a little bit of pressure. We activate our 3, we get the cripple, and we're able to cancel him out of his dash. We're able to get the pick because of it, and that is a beautiful example of the cripple on Rama's 3.
Be right back.
I'm going to go ahead and go back to our lane and clean up the minion wave.
Enemy ultimate incoming.
We let our team know that Hachiman is
I'm
missing.
the best.
We're going to kind of rotate in behind him.
Enemy missing right. Your left tower is under attack.
Need healing.
Hachiman just wins this trade. We're going to roll away. Rama's 1 can go through walls, so we're kind of shooting around that corner in case the Hachiman comes to push us. My bet is he's sitting in jungle waiting for us to step up. Yep. We're going to go ahead and fall back.
Enemy missing middle.
We are missing farm right now. Our minion wave is getting rid of the enemy minion wave, which is causing us to miss XP and gold.
Right. Defend the gold fuel.
On my way.
We're going to go ahead and roll out, avoid any damage from this Hachiman.
Not a problem. Enemies in right lane.
On my way.
Looks like Ardio's coming to gank. We're gonna roll in, see if we can get a cripple. Unfortunately, he's able to dash out before the cripple.
Ultimate is ready. Enemies incoming right.
Set lets us know enemies are coming. Cthulhu's here. We use our Aegis, but Discordia is also here, and they're able to get the pick onto us. Instead of having a mana potion that we're never going to pop, it would be a lot more effective to have some wards.
Your right tower is under attack.
Make haste.
I think that death was probably preventable. If we would have had some vision other than the call out, we would have fallen back. I feel like we're desperately trying to get a pick onto this Hachi. Probably being more aggressive than we need to be. We learned from our mistake and we picked up 2 wards.
Enemy missing middle.
Enemy missing. Your right tower is under attack.
I think the skin's pretty cool. I like the animations for this skin.
Careful, my friends.
Whenever Rama activates his one, it's just giant golden bolt? Or arrow, I should say. I think his basics also look really clean. We're going to go ahead and drop our purple buff. Now we have enough money for Kinsai, which is going to be the next item that we pick up.
On my way.
Susano is nearby. We're going to play it kind of careful, focus him. We activate our Astral arrows, get a lot of damage off, and Set's able to clean it up.
Enemies incoming middle.
We're going to dash in, try to be pretty aggressive here.
Enemy
And then we're
missing
just going to
middle.
change our attention to the tower. We do have our ultimate. We're going to use it. We're able to land the first shot. We shoot his horse and then miss our third shot. He was not on his horse, so he did not take any damage. Cthulhu's rotating in. We need to fall back and kind of regroup with our team. We activate our 1. We're going to activate our 2. Just focus this Cthulhu. Unfortunately, we do not have Kinsai yet, or else we would be doing relevant damage. We're going to dash out. We get popped by a shell. We're going to hit the cripple onto the Cthulhu. We're getting some more shots onto Cthulhu. He's able to fear us away. Our team's crashing right here. Hachimon's able to get the pick onto us. Hachimon's able to get the pick onto Ardio. And then clean up Janus. Hachimon gets himself a nice little triple. So our build so far, without Kinsai, we do good damage to squishy characters. But without Quinsai or Kinsai, we do not do good damage to tanky characters such as Cthulhu or Kukulkan.
Retreat.
Kinsai is going to provide us 40 physical power, 20% attack speed, and it has a passive that on basic attacks deal 3% of the target's maximum health. If the target had over 2,000 health, the bonus damage scales up to a maximum of 5% at 2,750 health. If the enemy has more than that, it's going to stay at 5%.
Unfortunate.
We're going to go ahead and clean up this minion wave and probably push the purple buff. The purple buff is going to provide us a little bit of attack speed. and then it is also going to reduce the enemy's protections if they stand too close to us. Right now with the purple buff we're sitting at 2.43 attack speed, and if we activate her 2 we're definitely going over that cap.
Retreat. Retreat.
The cap for attack speed is 2.5. We have a team fight going on mid, we gotta try to play it pretty careful right here.
Defend the fire giant.
On my way.
Ultimate is ready.
So even though we've died 4 times, I feel like we're still having a pretty good game this game. We're going to rotate behind them. This is a little risky. Sometimes you got to risk it to get the biscuit. Sung Wukong is able to get the pick onto the Sung Wukong or to the Susanoo. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. We land all 3 of our shots, just not on the same target. Yen is able to get the pick onto the Cthulhu. We're going to try to apply some pressure to this Hachiman. He uses his ultimate. This is our chance to get revenge. We're going to dash in, land some basics, and we're able to clean up the Hachiman. So everyone was in that team fight except for Ku Kulin. Not exactly sure where he is on the map right now.
Nice job.
Yes.
Okay.
Amazing.
I think the Gold Fury is a very good target for us right now. We are just 3 strong and RDO is back in Fountain, so I don't think we could have really done Fire Giant. This is a Primal Fury, so whenever we get it, it's going to provide a buff to everyone on our team that increases the amount of damage that we do to jungle camps. This includes objectives and the colored camps.
Be right back.
Somebody said Soul isn't playing. So that's how this game turns around. We lose our jungle early on, causes them to get a bit of a lead, and then their solo stop playing, which is super unfortunate. After going into Kinsai, we're going to be going into Silverbranch Bow. Silverbranch Bow is going to provide us 30 physical power, 30% attack speed, and 10% penetration. For each 0.02 attack speed you go over the cap, you're going to gain 2 physical power. So right now I believe we are 7
On my
or
way.
0.07.
Need healing.
We have 7 stacks of it. So we're getting an additional 14 physical power. We're going to dash in, get the cripple, and we're able to clean up the Susanoo. We get a shot onto Discordia. We're able to avoid her damage. We're going to walk into the Janus line so we get increased attack speed. Now we're going to focus Cthulhu. We have 10% penetration and we also have Kinsai. We're able to get the pick onto Cthulhu.
Attack middle lane.
We're going to go ahead and clean up the minions, then focus our attention on the tower.
Attack middle lane.
Destroyed a middle enemy tower.
We are able to focus this Phoenix and we should be able to get it. Nope, Kukulin was playing right there.
On my way.
But it looks like he just ran back to hang out in Fountain.
Careful, my friends. The enemy lurks around us.
We accidentally used our beach trying to set up a ward. Classic Smite mistake.
Enemies incoming.
We're going to go ahead and just focus the Fire Giant. So that's going to provide a little bit of zoning for us. Apply some pressure onto the Hachiman.
Fantastic. Be right back.
Retreat. Be right.
So whenever we do not have our 2 active, we are gaining 4 physical power from Silverbranch Bow. We are going to be picking up Atalanta's Bow next. Atalanta's Bow is going to provide us 25 physical power, 25% attack speed, and 20% penetration. It has a passive that upon getting kill or assist, you're going to gain Atalanta's agility for 10 seconds. This increases your attack speed by 20% and decreases your movement speed penalties by 30%.
Enemies in left lane.
Enemy missing
Take
right.
right lane. Unfortunate.
Right now we have 30% penetration. We also have Kinsight online. The cap for percent penetration is 40%. And the enemy team surrenders. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.